words I'm struggling with so I can practice them and get better. I chose Babbel because it was created by real language teachers. They built it around real life, how people actually communicate, and what they care about. I can't wait to use my new language skills in the real world. Dos cervezas, por favor.
With Babbel, get conversational in Spanish, French, German, and more. It just takes 10 to 15 minutes a day. Now try Babbel free. Just go to Babbel.com and start learning a new language today. That's Babbel.com. Babbel.com.
Most people know that Mr. Clean Magic Eraser removes crayon and scuff marks from walls. But did you know it even cleans tough kitchen and bathroom messes that are sometimes tough to tackle? Just wet, squeeze, and erase gray soap scum on your bathtub. Erase cloudy hard water spots in your shower. Erase burnt-on stovetop messes. So for all your tough kitchen and bathroom messes, try Mr. Clean Magic Eraser. Mr. Clean, Mr. Clean, Mr. Clean.
Think about this little bicycle bag. It may seem small, but it comes from a small business. One of thousands on eBay, powered by millions of people, all working to get you exactly what you want. That's no small thing. That's everything. Get your thing on eBay.
It's July 24th, 2020. That means one thing. Opening day. What? Yeah, but it's not going to be the usual Tigers block party. That story and more when you tune into AM 950, your favorite WWJ on radio.com. The next time you're in Vegas, head to the D Las Vegas. It's not on the Strip. It's in downtown Vegas. The odds are better, the party's bigger, and you'll feel right at home. Book your stay today at thed.com. The D Las Vegas, your home for Detroit sports in Vegas. Text the ticket now. Ticket text 248-53-9797. Tonight, the Detroit Tigers begin the 2020 season. Bringing in at 5:45, first pitch around 6:10. Joining us now, one of our favorites, former Tiger manager, Jim Leyland. How are you, Jim?
Hey, Tony, what's up, man?
We're doing pretty good. How's your family? Everybody healthy?
Yeah, everybody's doing okay. Just kind of following the letter of the law. Yeah, a little golf, but not much else. A little pool for the wife and daughter. But not much going on here.
Well, let me ask you this: as a former manager, how would you approach what we have here, a 60-game season where remember Sparky used to say every team like win 60, lose 60, and the other 42 that count. Now I guess you could say every team's going to win 15, lose 15. It's the other 30 that counts.
season. He hates it. What do you think?
Well, I think it's such a unique situation. I think it's probably good for baseball this particular year. I don't think I would like it in a normal situation because I don't like watered down playoffs. But I think this year is probably a good idea. It's going to keep the interest. We need interest in baseball to rev back up, obviously. So I think it's a big help for this year. I probably would not like it, over the expanded period of time. But I think for this year, there's a lot of things that are a little bit different, like the man on second base, he'll start protecting or whatever it is. And so there's some things that are going to be different this year that we have to get used to, and I'm not sure that that's going to be long term.
What do you think about this? You watch the games, and I was watching some of the Korean games, and they started the no fans. I just find it really strange and maybe a little hypocritical that people can go in a bar or or not so much a bar, but restaurants, social distance, get on an airplane, but you can't social distance at a 60,000 seat outdoor venue? That to me makes no sense.
Well, I guess I guess everybody has to be the same. So I don't disagree with that. I think there's some areas in the country that really haven't been hit as hard or not being hit as hard now, certainly. So could you put some fans in the stands? I guess you could, but I guess you probably want to keep it the same everywhere. I don't see why you couldn't space out 10,000, 20,000 people in a big stadium. I think you could do that. I'm not really sure if the fans would want to come.
That's
really
true.
not sure. I think people are really reluctant. I really do. I think people are really nervous. I think they're becoming more nervous than they are now. I thought, at the beginning everybody was nervous about it. I think they tried to kind of back up. And I think people are really scared about this thing. So I know I'm very conscientious on, being a smoker in particular. You're worried about this. So I'm not sure if people would come out. I guess there'd be some, but I'm not really sure how that would work.
Hey, Jim, in 2006, you told Dave Dombrowski, I want Joel Zumaya, I want Justin Verlander. A lot of people are saying they want Casey Mize, which we're probably going to see him, I would assume, this year at some point. When do you think we see Casey Mize, and does he remind you of anybody? I mean, you've watched him pitch, like his stuff, it seems pretty good. Does he remind you of another pitcher, maybe?
Well, number one, I think the Tigers are doing the right thing. I think right now they're trying to keep as much depth as they can, particularly in a year where you don't know if guys are going to all of a sudden get the virus and you're going to need more depth than ever. So I think they're doing the right thing. I do think you'll see Casey Mize. I think that he's the most advanced pitcher of the young group that we have. I'm not saying he's going to be the best in the long run. I don't know the answer to that, but he is really good. And he really has pitchability to go along with the outstanding stuff. So he's the real deal. I think he's the most advanced of that young core right now. And I don't think it's going to be too long before you're going to see him.
Does the outfield worry about you? Because when the roster was released yesterday, I said, God, this could be the worst outfield on paper I've ever seen in all my years following baseball.
Well, I don't know about that. I've been a big fan of Christian Stewart, but I understand maybe some defensive shortcomings. I do understand it, but I think given the opportunity, I think this guy's going to hit. I think he's going to hit with a lot of power. Jacoby Jones is kind of pushed the man because he's got so much talent, he's so excited, he's going to hit. I don't really know how that's going to work out. The Reyes hit 300 last year, and I think they just got made and solidified things. Spell those guys once in a while, maybe platoon the Stewart once in a while, get some tough left with some people might expect it's pretty good. So it's not, I don't know, it's always fun. It's a big name outfielder, obviously with a lot of template, a lot of game behind it, but opportunities are running for men for these guys, and I've been a fan of Christian Stewart. I think the Kobe good. We just got to keep the Kobe on the field. He's an excellent defensive outfielder. Best one on the team. And, we just got to get more consistency.
Hey, Jim, I do wonder, with the 60-game season, and you talked about it in your first answer, but you said you go about your business. But does a 60-game season, do you think, give an opportunity for some teams that nearly will make the postseason, or do you think it's going to go, the really good teams are going to go over the bad teams, and you're going to see 16 really good teams, or do you think a couple of bad teams, less good teams, might sneak in and make these playoffs, you might say watered down, but kind of interesting for some fan bases that would never think about seeing the playoffs this year?
I do. I think that's a huge surprise. I think there are some teams that probably will not expect. Well, there are, because there's going to be more teams involved, obviously. So there's going to be some more teams involved. But, I used to talk about this a lot. People really, I don't know, I guess they just didn't understand it, or because if you played a team that wasn't very good, we were pretty good those years I was there. So when we played a team, maybe a last place team somewhere or something, and we got beat, people couldn't understand that. But I can tell you this for a fact, and I think this is going to play out this year in the 60-game schedule. When you're in the major leagues, it's not always who you're playing, it's when you're playing. If you happen to be on a little bit of a downer, and I don't care how bad a team is, they're going to have a hot stretch, maybe a couple hot stretches during the course of the season. So that happens in the 60-game schedule. There can be some surprises. So it's not who you're playing in the major leagues all the time, it's when you're playing. And if you're a really good team, it's just not playing good at the long run, and it doesn't happen. That
voice?
You know what? I like him, actually. He was different, tried to stir stuff up, trying to do his job. But I like him, And, we could have had a beer together and probably enjoyed it and everything. So he was just doing his job. And we had a lot of interesting conversations. And some of them weren't too good, but that's okay.
Jim, I gotta tell you though, I liked you too. I mean, you were those pre-game meetings, and people don't know this, but you met with the media 30 minutes before every game, and you taught a lot of people a lot about baseball. You really did. It was awesome.
You know what? I just felt like I'm very proud of it. I always had a set time to meet with the media, and I never missed it. I wasn't late for a meeting unless Dave had a meeting or something. But you know what? That was my responsibility. And I always felt this. I said this. Some people think this wrong, but I always felt like you used the media to get your message out to the Tiger fans, and that they felt like you were a part of the team. That you explained as much as you could. There were some things you couldn't talk about, like trades or something you had to keep under your hat because Dave was something to do that. But I think it's good when the manager lets everybody know what's going on, and I think the fans actually feel more part of it than they would if we just cut her off all the time and don't say too much. So that's your responsibility as a major league manager. It's the press's responsibility. So there's always going to be some confrontation once in a while with a writer or announcer, whatever it may be. But in the long run, everybody's trying to do the best for the team.
So when you're masking up, you have a Tigers mask on or a Pirates mask?
No, I just have one of those hospital masks.
Okay.
Just a normal little white mask right where I go in stores. When the rest of it is great, how this stuff works, to be honest with you. If you're walking into wrestling, you gotta have your mask on. 2 seconds later, you sit down, you can take your mask off. It's kind of weird.
It is. So you'll be driving in and all to see some games in person?
Well, what I'm going to do, to be honest with you, is I'm probably going to see some games possibly, but I'm actually going to Toledo pretty soon to look at the taxi squad and watch all those young pitchers and players as well. And I'm going to go down there and I'm sitting in the stands. I'll be what they call 3-tier, where I can't go on the field or the clubhouse, but I'm allowed to sit in the stands and watch those games. Al's already asked me to go there, and so at some point, pretty soon, I'll be going down to Toledo and watching some games there for sure.
Well, as always, thanks for joining us. Love talking to you, and stay healthy, and hopefully we'll get to see you down here soon.
All right, guys. Good luck.
Thank you very much. It's Jim Leyland, who I still don't think he realized he was talking to Jeffrey Earnhardt.
I think this was confused. It's very annoying.
97 won the ticket.
Michigan, I need your trade-in, and I need it today. I'll give you up to 125% of the Kelley Blue Book fair market value for any trade-in. Come see me, Rich.
And me, Tanya.
Today.
At the all-new Monuland Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on M53 in beautiful Imlay City, Michigan.
Welcome to AutoZone. Working on an oil change? We can help you get started. Right now, you can get 5 quarts of Mobil 1 synthetic high-mileage motor oil and an STP extended life oil filter for just $31.99. And if you need it fast, you can get it fast your way. Whether it's next-day delivery or free same-day pickup, in-store or curbside, the choice is yours. Getting your job done just got easier. Restrictions and details at AutoZone.com.
Looking for ways to support our communities. At Dell Technologies, we're making sure small businesses have the right tech solutions. Dell Technologies advisors are here for you, from helping small businesses stay connected and productive while working remotely with Windows 10 and Microsoft Teams, to rapidly deploying remote work solutions that limit upfront costs with Dell Financial Services. We're standing by you every step of the way. Call 877-ASK-DELL. That's 877-ASK-DELL.
Indeed knows that for any business, your next step is the most important one, like hiring someone who can make a real impact. Indeed can help you find high-impact hires faster, without any long-term contracts, and you pay only for what you need, thanks to our super flexible payment options. So why not take that next step with Indeed? Get started with a free $75 credit for your first job post and get in front of more quality candidates. Go to Indeed.com/high-impact. That's Indeed.com/high-impact. Terms and conditions apply.
Do you know you might be overpaying for your Medicare supplement plan? Do you get lost in an alphabet maze of plans like A, B, C, D, and G, F? Would you like help getting out of the maze and finding the very best plan for you? We are
experienced Medigap agents at Health IQ, and we are on a mission to give people like you fair and square Medigap rates. Health IQ is the only insurance agency that rewards seniors proactively working on their health, like eating right and exercising. You don't have to be an athlete to save money. We reward healthy lifestyles of all kinds. Do you take your vitamins and supplements? Do you stay active and in the know about things that impact your health? If so, you could save money with Health IQ. Let us help you take care of your Medicare supplement needs. To see if you qualify for exclusive savings on Medicare supplement insurance, go to healthiq.com/Medigap. To start saving, go to healthiq.com/Medigap. That's HEALTHIQ.com/MEDIGAP.
Health IQ is an agency offering plans from different insurance carriers. No government or Medicare affiliation, coverage, and special rates not available in all counties or cases.
This hour of Instant Feedback brought to you by Mike Capurro of National Benefit Plans. For affordable life insurance, log on to nbphealth.com.
The Detroit Tigers play the Cincinnati Reds. Pre-game today at 5:25 on 97.1 The Ticket. It is always wonderful to talk to Jim Leyland. Ron Gardenhire, the current Tiger manager, is on us live from Cincinnati. Coming up about 8:02, our telephone number 248-539-9797. And that is the same number to text us as well on the Ticket text. Now, yesterday, we were scheduled to talk about the Seattle Kraken, the new name. Heather mentioned it. Yes, the release the Kraken. I think it's a really cool nickname. I think it was a cool logo. Everything about it is really cool. But I wanted to shift gears here a little bit here. And something that came out yesterday, and you talked about it a little bit in your pre-show email, Mr. Rieger, and I am actually, believe it or not, on board with you on this. I can't wait to see Mike Tyson fight. There's just, right? What is it about him? He could be 80 and they'd still pay money to watch him fight. It's nuts. He's going to fight Roy Jones Jr., 8-round exhibition match, September 12th. In Carson, California. The undercard is kind of weird as well. I believe it's a YouTube star, Jesse Paul, going up against, who he was going up against? I forget. Somebody really bizarre, too. Anytime Mike Tyson does something, I watch. I want to watch.
Stoney, I am jacked about this. Now, is it pay-per-view? Is it charity? I think it's charity, right? But how much is it? Because I'm going to watch.
But I'm
going to buy it.
But the pay-per-view is, I don't think it's been determined yet, is going to go to charity, from what I understand.
Right. So he's 53 years old. He's in phenomenal shape. And this is my belief. I think he just wants to get one or two of these under his belt before he goes at Evander Holyfield, who also is in great shape. He's 57 years old, I believe. And again, I would pay to watch both those guys fight. The funny thing about Tyson is, you're right, he's so captivating. I remember when he was 19, the kid out of Catskills with the black shorts and the gangster rap. He was freaking awesome. He was so fun to watch. And I believe a lot of this stuff is nostalgic. So I'm going to watch just to kind of take me back. During the pandemic, it was a Saturday night. It was from 7 to 11. ESPN did all of Tyson's fights. And it was just great watching it back, like from the 80s to the 90s to when he bit off Holyfield's ear. Like, it got a little crazy. And then, of course, he was on The Hangover. He did the one-man comedy show. He got the wacky tattoo. I love Tyson. I'm a huge fan. I remember the day when he lost to Buster Douglas. I was preparing for my Temple's Purim Carnival, Stoney. Wow. And I got word on a Saturday night, because I wasn't watching the fight. I didn't have pay-per-view, and I had to do this. My mother made me. And I got word that Tyson had lost to Buster Douglas. I was very upset. Very upset. I love the man.
By the way,
I love the video game.
The undercard is the YouTube star Jake Paul versus former NBA legend Nate Robinson.
Oh,
remember little Nate?
5'8"?
Yes.
Yeah, did he play for the Knicks?
Yeah.
Went to Washington, right?
Yes, he did. Very good.
Yeah. No, listen, I can't wait. So you're going to watch too?
Of course. I used to have Tyson, pay-per-view parties at my house.
Those were the best.
Oh, I love Tyson. And it's funny you mentioned, where you were. I mean, Jamie always gives me crap because anytime there's an event, I always remember where I was. For that fight,
I was down in Florida covering the Pistons in the All-Star game. It was Chuck Daly and, that team in the All-Star game. They were playing in Miami. And I believe, I don't know if that was the Magic game when he came back from HIV or not. But anyway, so the night before, I was at a highlight fronton, a Dania highlight. And they announced over the speakers that Buster Douglas upset Mike Tyson, and nobody believed it. It was.
No, they all thought they were screwing with him.
Yeah, absolutely. No, nobody.
I didn't believe it.
No, it was crazy.
So I do wonder though. I wonder if the people will shell out money, even if it's $20 to watch Tyson. Because let's not forget, we all, and when I say we all, at least I did, we all got excited about when the Avalanche and the Red Wings played the alumni game it wasn't the Winter Classic, it was the Stadium Series.
Yes.
Remember this?
Yes.
A couple years ago?
Uh-huh.
And I'm a dumbass because Paul Woods called me out on this. I said this on a Wings broadcast. I really wanted a bunch of 50-year-old guys to fight again. I wanted Draper. I wanted Lemieux. I wanted McCarty. I wanted them to pound again. And, of course, we didn't see it. Didn't even come close to seeing it. And the Avalanche won that. But I remember thinking to myself, like, okay, I'm geeked for this. I can't wait. I want to watch this more than the actual regular game.
So did I. You know what's so funny about in that game? There was a scoring chance where I believe Dino Ciccarelli got robbed or he fanned or something. And I was like, I remember my reaction was, oh, come on. I was like pissed that they didn't score or tie the game or something. I was like, what are you doing? This is an old timers game. You don't think, like, if for some reason, and it would never happen, especially now, but if the bad boys played the Bulls in a series, you don't think if Jordan went down the lane, Lambeer and those guys would just crush them?
I'm just curious though, would the jerseys the Pistons be wearing have Jordan on them?
Oh, no way.
Or would they wear the older jerseys without Jumpman? But no, I love this nostalgia.
I know.
I think the older you get, the more you dig it. So I'll watch Tyson and will probably be underwhelmed by it. But at least it's kind of going to be fun.
See, but I don't think I will be underwhelmed because I don't expect much. The thing with Tyson, and with all due respect, Roy Jones Jr. is a pretty damn good fighter too.
No question.
Okay? He usually has